Hey everybody, this is Leslie from Go2Kitchens.com, and today we are talking about, hey everybody, welcome in. We are talking about when is it time to hire a personal wellness coach and how do you do that? And I've had lots of questions that have been coming into me about, I think that I need more help than I'm getting, that I'm finding in research on my own, or I'm super confused, like I don't know what to eat. I've read so much conflicting information and I have people telling me one thing and people telling me another thing, and I just need somebody to help me. So we are going to talk today about hiring a health coach. And before we do that, I'm going to adjust my camera a little bit. Hey, it's good to see you. Hi, Harlow. Hey, Linda. It's good to see you guys here today. So I would like, if you have ever contemplated hiring, hey Victoria, if you have ever contemplated hiring a health coach, just type in the word coach. Type in the word coach for me. While you're doing that, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Leslie. I have a website, Go2Kitchens.com. Okay, good. Yeah, okay, good. Awesome. Okay. So I'm going to ask you guys one time, just right down here in the corner, if you would please share out to your followers. Let's fill up this room and let's talk about the steps to hiring a coach and when is it time to hire a coach. So let me introduce myself. My name is Leslie. I have a website, Go2Kitchens.com. That website is designed to help people cook healthy. It is based on the principle, thank you Gary for sharing out, thank you guys. It is based on the principle that it is easy. It is absolutely easy to cook healthy. It's just as easy to cook something healthy in the kitchen as it is to cook something bad in the kitchen. And so that is what that website is designed for. I am not a health coach. I do not professionally seek out, thank you guys so much. I professionally do not seek out people to coach one-on-one. I do have a couple of people that I do coach one-on-one, but we are talking about really kitchen coaching. We are talking about how to get that kitchen ready. We are talking about how to yes, please check out my website, Go2Kitchens.com, Go2Kitchens.com, Go2Kitchens.com. And so I do not coach people one-on-one. Actually, at the beginning of all of this, that's what you do. That's exactly right. I do not teach knife skills. No, I do not. I need to still learn knife skills. I'm still working on my knife skills, but I do not. I teach practicality in the kitchen. I teach healthy, easy meals. That's the kind of things that I teach. I teach people how to fall in love with their kitchens again. That is actually my goal. So that's right, become a ninja. That's so funny. But that's my goal, is to teach people how to fall in love with their kitchens. I want millions of people to find me and find the resources that they need to fall in love with their kitchens. So that's what Go2Kitchens is all about. Nothing for sale, not selling you a thing, just wanting people to have the information out there. So several of you have said that you've contemplated hiring a coach before. There are all kinds of coaches out there, and we're going to talk about those different types of coaches. So yes, there are all kinds of yes, that's true. Right. How to get through cancer. Yes. And just general health tips. That's for sure. How to live a healthy lifestyle, making it look easy. I'm just not making it look easy. It is actually really, really easy. So let's talk about the fact that there is all kinds of confusion out there. If you were on my broadcast yesterday, if you watched the Q&A yesterday, there were people flying out questions about broad topics. I mean, just topics from one end to the other. It was amazing about the different types of topics that I got. Yes, so easy. It is so easy to get confused. Absolutely. People, yeah, it was crazy. And one of the things that was talked about is, how do you demystify all the different types of diets out there? How do you keep from being on a trend or being on a fad? And how do I know what's right for me? How do I know what I'm supposed to eat? No, I'm actually back in Colorado. I'm in my office. We got here yesterday at about 6:30, I guess. So Yes. So this can be such a confusing topic. And so I want to try to help you guys walk through that and demystify it a little bit. So most people start a healthy lifestyle, and not most, but and then they quit. Yes, it's okay to eat a carrot. But they quit. They get too frustrated because as you begin to research about healthy lifestyles, there are a million rabbit holes that you could go down. There are a million different diets. There are a million different paths. There are a million different opinions about what's healthy and what's not healthy. And really, it is just all up to you. There is no one diet out there that is going to satisfy even a major part of the population. There is just not one out there. So to eliminate stress, absolutely right. To eliminate stress, to eliminate frustration, to eliminate quitting, to eliminate wasting time, to eliminate wasting money, one of the best things that you can do is hire a health coach. I have two. I have two. I have a naturopathic doctor that I work with. Actually, I have three. If you want to talk about like holistic health practitioners, I actually use three different ones. I have a coach for holistic medicine, which is a naturopathic doctor. I have a chiropractor that I work with, and then I also have a food coach that helps me. She doesn't help me so much anymore, but she did help me at the very beginning define what was right for me and my condition. It is not like a nutritionalist. So a nutritionalist is going to come from the medical side of things. They have been educated in nutrition from a medical standpoint. And like the food pyramid, of what you should eat. And they can help you with specific things, but, and do have good information, but not necessarily a nutritionist, although some health coaches are actually certified nutritionists as well. So some health coaches are doctors. Some health coaches are nurses. There are just a ton. There's a plethora. So how do you dig through them all? How do you decide what is best for you? So here's my personal story. I was diagnosed with cancer 3 years ago, and I began immediately. As soon as I was diagnosed with cancer, an alarm went off in my brain, and I said, my body produced cancer for some reason, and I want to get to the root of why that is happening. Actually, I also use a functional medicine doctor every once in a while, but that's usually for acute problems. So, but I wanted to get to the bottom of why. Yeah, I know you are, Harlow. I know you are. And I really want to help you. I really want to help you navigate the waters of health and get you out of some of those meds and get you on a healthier path. So, but yes, so it was very confusing for me when I started reading about all the different kinds of diets and all the different types of protocols and the different types of cancer diets. And if you're a cancer survivor, you should do this. And if you have cancer, you should do that. It was so confusing. I was running around with my hair on fire. And a friend of mine said, Leslie, you need to hire a wellness practitioner. I was like, what kind? And she was like, I would start with a naturopath. And I was like, okay. Like that afternoon, I'm like looking for a naturopath to help me out. I found a naturopath who helped me tremendously. He eliminated a lot of fear out of cancer. He eliminated a lot of frustration out of cancer. He eliminated frustration out. It is totally overwhelming. He eliminated so many things out for me. And it is not... It required some time and some energy on my part. It wasn't just all him. I had to make changes. And so, but that is, and then from there, I've always had a chiropractor, but I actually hired a holistic chiropractor that does not do any x-rays or anything like that. Everything is completely from feel, and it's amazing. My body is so much more in line, and my joints and everything are so much better after I've been seeing him. So, and he helps me with nutrition as well. I mean, good chiropractors know the human body almost better than medical doctors in the sense that they are so in tune, hands-on. I mean, they know so much about how the body operates and where pain stems from. I mean, it's amazing. So chiropractors are amazing with that. So that's my personal story. So I'm not telling you to go out and get a coach, and me never having one. I'm not telling you to go out and get a health coach if you're not ready. I'm not telling you to go out and get a health coach if you are, yes, that's absolutely right. Yes, your body does absolutely create that every single day. Everybody on this planet has cancer cells in their bodies right now. It freaks people out when I say that, but everybody has them. And it depends on whether the receptors are turned on and off, which allows them to grow or not. So yes, which is very basic understanding. I mean, that is just like very, very basic knowledge. So yes, it is absolutely true. So, so that's my personal story. So here are all the different types of doctors that are out there, which is confusing. We're talking about wellness and health coaches and that sort of thing. That is confusing within itself. There are coaches for, thank you. There are coaches for food. There are coaches for meal planning. There are coaches for integrative health. There are coaches for natural, they're like natural and holistic doctors. There are chiropractors. There are functional medicine doctors. There are weight loss coaches. There are hormone reset coaches. I mean, you're getting it, right? There's a lot of them. There are a ton of them. There are lifestyle coaches that will teach you how to be a vegan, that will teach you how to go gluten-free, that will teach you how to be a vegetarian, that will teach you paleo diet. There are all kinds of coaches out there. And all you have to do is type in paleo coach, and you're going to get like 2,000 pages on Google that are going to give you, these types of coaches. So here's my plan. Here's what I want you. No, I've seen it. Absolutely. I've absolutely seen Forks Over Knives. I've seen most documentaries. So yeah, I've seen most documentaries to surround food. So yes, it's very enlightening. I actually was part of their cooking class that they did not long ago, Forks Over Knives. Yeah, it's an amazing documentary. They're an amazing group of people. So hey, Jen, it's good to see you. So here's number one. Number one, when you are determining whether you need to hire a coach at all. Number one, are you confused? I mean, are you looking at these diets and going, what the hey-ho is going on? How in the name of all that is holy am I supposed to choose a practitioner or a diet or an idea? You know, what does it mean to be paleo? What does it mean to be vegan? And do I need to stuff myself in a box? Do I need to, you know, I'm dealing with very specific issues, and how do I get around those? You know, so if you are to that point and you want to make a change, you're ready to make a change, then it is time to think about hiring a coach. You will get so much further, so much faster by doing this. You have to trust me. You will get so much further, so much faster by hiring a coach and working with a coach for a set amount of time. It will make all the difference in the world in your health. I promise you. So, number one, always determine your goals. Actually, number one is, are you confused and do you need a coach? You need a coach if you feel like that you are feeling overwhelmed by diets and that sort of thing. That's right. Absolutely. So number one is to determine your goals. What are your goals? What are the things that you are trying to achieve? Are you battling a specific disease? I was battling cancer. I needed somebody who specialized in cancer. Are you wanting to lose weight? Are you looking to have more energy? Are you looking for a fitness coach? Are you looking to have better hormones and maybe even a better sex drive? Are you looking for somebody who deals with anti-aging? Are you looking for somebody who just deals specifically in skin? I mean, what are the types of things that you are looking for? What are the types of changes that you want to make? So that is the first thing that you need to do, is to identify those changes that you want to make. That's number one. Number two is, what have you tried? Hey, Sandy, it's good to see you. What have you tried in the past? What has worked for you? What are the underlying reasons that those things did or did not work for you? If you're looking for a health coach, you probably have some failure issues with past diets and past it's good to see you, with past diets and past attempts to make a healthy life for yourself. So look into that. Look and see what failed. What did you like? What did you not like? And try to put those all things together. But to be healthier, but not so extreme where I'm depriving myself. Yeah, I mean, and that's a great way to put it, Harlow, because a lot of people just jump right in and they start eliminating foods out of their diet like immediately. And I think that is so destructive and can be so overwhelming. I'd never suggest that people just jump in with both feet and decide, you know, I'm gonna be vegan, but don't have any idea about why they want to be vegans. To me, some of the most well-respected people that I have for people, yes, you are, that I have for people that are abiding by certain protocols or diets are vegans. I am so impressed with vegans. I love their compassion. I love their drive towards making a planet a better place. I love their compassion for animals. I love that they have so much conviction about what they believe, and you need that to be a vegan. You can't just turn on a switch one day and say, I'm going to be a vegan. You need to know where that's coming from. You need to understand why you want to be a vegan. So that is super important. So look at what you've tried in the past, see what's worked for you, what has not worked for you. Those are super, super important things. So the other thing that I like to talk to you about is, in that same vein, is to make a list. Make a list of things that you've already tried and have that ready for a health coach. So say, okay, here are the things that I've tried in the past, and here are the things that I liked about those things and things I didn't like. How does that fit into what I'm trying to solve, the problems I'm trying to solve right now? And then, you know what? I always say that if you're watching my scopes, if you ever even click on, unless you've done it by accident, but if you have ever, good, thank you. If you have ever watched one of my scopes, you are a searcher. You are looking. Maybe you're already a health coach and you're just wondering what I'm doing. I'm not a health coach, by the way. I'm not selling anything here. I'm not trying to get you to sign up on one of my programs, which I know the title of this was going to lead people into thinking that I am trying to get people to sign up for something, and I'm not at all. I just want to give you some simple steps to follow to find a coach. So, but if you're watching my scopes, if you're watching healthy scopes, if you're looking at websites that deal with health, you are a searcher, you are a seeker, you are already on a path. Maybe you haven't changed one thing in your diet, but you are already on a path to health and wellness. So move forward with that. Go forward with that. Find the next step for that for you. Don't feel overwhelmed. Hire somebody that can help you. So, and absolutely define what it is that you are seeking and you are looking for. Why do you watch these scopes? Why are you reading these websites? Why are you doing all of these things? So, yeah, no. And you know what? I was talking about vegans, but I am not, I am not a vegan. So let's just get that crystal clear out there. I was just using vegans as an example. So, yes. So number 3 is understanding that it is going to take time. Starting a health journey, it's going to take time and it's going to cost you some money. There is just no two ways about it. But also being sick takes time and costs money. So what did you rather be? Had you rather be healthy and use that time and money for that? Or had you rather be sick and use that time and money for that? Because both things take time and money. So, I mean, let's just break it down to simplicity and to be completely transparent about it. Both things take time and money. And quite frankly, I'd rather spend my time and money on being healthy than spend my time and money on being sick. And so, because that's just fundamentally how I am, how I want to be. Yeah, it's right. It's true. When you give everything away, people don't follow along. And everything that I do is absolutely free at this point at Go2Kitchens. Yeah, they don't have any value. Absolutely. But it is only just a stepping stone at this point, because we are trying to make programs and design things. I'm trying to understand what my users want so that we can make something. But yes, absolutely. Once you have invested your time and money into something, you will actually stick to it. So all of these free diet plans and free guides and all, thank you so much, JC, you're a sweetheart. Yes, I know. Very good, Sandy. See, very, very good. Very good. You're a seeker. You're seeking health. You're seeking that out. And so you're already made your first step. So, but understanding that it takes time and money. There are none of these services that are free. There's not a health coach. If there's a health coach out there that is doing this for free, there's a catch somewhere. They want you to sign up for something. They want you to sign up for a book. They want you to buy a book. They want you to do something. So if you're going to do that, you might as well just hire a coach. and stick with them. The time investment is usually between 3 to 6 months. My coaches that I worked with, I actually worked with my naturopath for an entire year. Yes, yeah, it's so important. Absolutely. It is, I worked with my coach for an entire year before, I felt like I was comfortable enough to move away and not see him every single week. I actually saw him almost every single week for an entire year, getting my priorities straight and my health and understanding, how to keep cancer from ever coming back. He was helping me with that. It was a little bit of a learning curve for him as well, because this is a complicated story, but because of multiple diagnoses that I had, we had to really dig and search. So yes. Thank you so much. Thank you, Harlow. That's very sweet. Yeah. So, but saying to yourself that it's going to take a good 3 to 6 months to work with a coach. Most coaches will make you sign a contract that says you're going to work with them for 3 to 6 months. This does a couple of things. This is how they make their living. Don't begrudge anyone a living. This is how they make their living. So they want to know that they're going to have you around for 3 to 6 months. There's nothing wrong with that. You make a living somehow. We all make a living somehow. And so don't begrudge them a contract of some kind like that. It's just how they work. It is absolutely fine. And most of them have, if you're not following along, they'll kick you out of the program anyway and tell you you're wasting your money. So you might as well, here's your money back. I can't help you. So just, not that harsh, of course, but just keeping in mind that it is going to take time and money, an investment in yourself financially and in your time to get your health back online, especially if you're way out of whack, especially if you're dealing with a disease, especially if you have high lofty goals, like you want to run a marathon or you want to be a triathlete or something like that. All of those people have coaches. All of those people have people that help them succeed to those goals. So don't be afraid to get out there and try to find a coach. So, yes. So I'm sorry, I'm looking down at my notes because I want to stay on track with this today. The benefits of hiring a coach and spending that time and money is that you are actually so I'm going to tell you how in just a second, Harlow. I'm going to tell you where you can get that from. So, but the benefits is that you are going to get to your goals so much faster. You are not going to be treading water. You are not going to be wasting money on books and plans and things that are not personalized to you. When you hire a personal coach, when you hire a personal health coach, you are actually getting something that is personal to you. And not only that, you're getting a cheerleader on the sideline that is like, you can do this. And when you fail and when you feel frustrated and when you feel like you just don't want to do it anymore, you have somebody there to hold you up. This person is there to hold you up. So the next point, number 4, is so important. This is so, so important. You have to interview more than one coach. If you've never had a health coach before, if you've never worked with an integrative specialist, if you have never worked with a functional medicine doctor or a chiropractor, talk to several. Don't just go, oh, well, this one's great, I'm going to go with this one. You are setting yourself up for disappointment. Talk to several. Read websites, read reviews, take into consideration, talk to other people that that are on a health journey. Who did they use? What did they use? It is so, so important that you jive with your health coach, because you know what? You're going to release a lot of personal information. They're going to talk to you about your poop. They're going to talk to you about your pee. They're going to talk to you about your sex life. They are going to talk to you about, your hair, and do you have dandruff, and, what's your eyesight like? And they're going to, let me see the skin on the, that's okay. They always, no, that's okay. It's good. I love that you forward think like that. That's exactly what you're perfect at that, Harlow. That's a perfection thing about you. And I love that. So you're always forward thinking, but I am going to get to it. So the next thing that I would suggest is that you ask for a free consultation. So let's say, right? I mean, you can't talk about health without talking about poop. It's an impossibility. You have to talk about poop. When I am coaching people, so again, I'm not a health coach, but I don't do this personally, but I've coached several people in my practice here. And so, but I have, one of the first things I have them do is I have them chew up their food, chew up something like, I don't care what it is. anything, just chew it up and spit it back out. Typically it's salad, actually. Can you chew that up for me and spit it back out? And they're like, what? I'm like, can you chew that up and spit it back out? Oh, that's gross. And I'm like, I don't care. I want to see it because I want to see how well they're chewing their food, because it's one of the pillars of health is to chew your food, is to make sure that your food is chewed well. And so, but this is the kind of thing. So you need to be comfortable with this person. This is somebody that you want to form a relationship with. This is somebody that you want to be close to you and that you want to have confidence in. And not be embarrassed to talk about certain subjects. So yes, so make sure that you've interviewed several and that you are completely comfortable. You can do that in Skype. You can do that in FaceTime. I would highly recommend getting in front of that person in a video sense or personally in their office and talk to them about, the way that they practice, because communication is key. If you are not communicating well with your health coach, then you're missing the boat. So make sure that you can set up like a 10, 15-minute free consultation so that you can feel them out and that they can feel you out. Because quite frankly, I had a health coach turn me down once. She was like, I'm just not, I don't have the experience that you need. And she said, and I want you to have a good, this was a food coach actually, and I want you to have the best experience possible. And she referred me, she referred me to somebody that could better help me. And so, she turned me down. I wasn't the right person for her because she knew that we had to build a relationship and that was not going to happen. She was not comfortable with my situation. So, and a good health coach would be honest with you about that. If you came in and said, I want to learn how to eat gluten-free, and that health coach didn't coach people at gluten-free or paleo or whatever, then they might refer you to someone else. So just make sure it is a two-way street. It's a relationship, and relationships are two-way streets. So number 5 is, it was awesome of her. Yes, it was totally, she was an amazing, I actually referred several people to her locally because she's so amazing. So, number 5 is to be sure and see if you're going into a program. So a lot of health coaches have set programs that they customize to you. And so if you're going into one of their programs, make sure you see an outline of that program. Make sure you understand what the steps are and what will be required of you and what you expect from him. Yeah, absolutely. Or what you expect from that health coach. That would be such good information to have, is to see a kind of like a syllabus of what the program is going to be so that you know that you're comfortable. Because all coaches coach differently. I have talked to many coaches. I know tons and tons of health coaches, and they all work a little bit differently. And so it will behoove you to actually see what their program outline is like. Some of them, it's all personalized. If you get a health coach that everything is personalized to you, that is something more different, and it will actually cost you a little bit more money, but it's amazing. It's amazing to have a program that is customized to you. That's right. You cannot be embarrassed about a topic. You cannot hide things. You have to absolutely tell your health coach everything. Trust me, they have heard it all. They've absolutely heard it all. All of it. They have heard it all. My mom, I'm not even going to tell that story, but anyway, it's just like any doctor. They have seen it all and they have heard it all. You are not unique. I used to be embarrassed to go to the dentist because my teeth were so bad and they were just so jacked up, and I was embarrassed because I would go to the dentist and I'm like, oh my God, they're going to think that I'm terrible with my teeth as bad as they are. And I had to one day a friend said to me, she was like, Leslie, they have seen way worse teeth than you. They have seen crazy stuff in mouths. A dentist that has been in practice for 20 years has seen something. Yours is nothing compared to what they've already seen. And I'm like, you're probably right. So they've seen it all. They've heard it all. It's, a good coach. Yes, absolutely. Thank you. That's so sweet. That's very sweet for you to say. So what about, so going back to that point, make sure that they understand, that you understand how their program flows, and make sure that you're comfortable with that, because you can match up personally, but not match up to the program. So make sure that you ask a lot of questions and that you understand how a program flows. So what about if you're on a budget? So what about if you want to hire a coach? I have to tell you, they're not that expensive. I mean, I don't know what's not that expensive to a lot of people, but I am not wealthy or rich rich or anything like that. I mean, I work for no money right now, but my husband supports us solely, and so we do not have a lot of extra funds sitting around. Thank you so much. You guys are sweet. So, but I, you know, what if you're on a budget? What if you need to spend less money than requires for a personal coach? Then I would recommend that you start looking at groups. There are groups, there are people. Here's a perfect example of this. Dr. Christine Kasmar and Lenny Winterstorm have a group called Healthy Surrender. They have a program that you can go through. It is 6 weeks long. It is about $300, and they only allow 12 people, so it's a small group, and you can go through programs like that, and those are amazing. You get support, you get structure, you get knowledge, you get professional help from people without a huge price tag. So I mean, that's just kind of my idea, is to find a group. That would be another thing that you could do. You can sign up for webinars. So webinars that are specific to, like, let's say you have a specific diagnosis. Let's say you're a celiac and you want to learn more about gluten-free, then you can sign up for online webinars. Most of those are between $50 and $150. So I'm sorry. I think this is a small group of people, and I don't think it's the subject, so I think I'm having issues with my signal, and I apologize for that. I don't think you're the only one, actually, because usually there's about between 20 and 50 people in here, and I think I've lost some because of my signal, and it's been kind of screwy all day, and I apologize for that. So, but hopefully you'll watch the replay. But signing up for webinars, you can also ask a health coach if they do groups. So if you want a more intimate group of people that you maybe know, I would recommend that you try to think about, incorporating family and friends. So maybe get a group of friends or a group of families together and saying, hey, I've got like 10 people. Do you do like a group coach so that they can, maybe help defer the cost a little bit? So you get a little bit of personal attention, but you also get to go through a program with a group of people that you know and trust and love. So that's an idea as well. And I know that there are people out there that do that. So, and then, those are my ideas for doing it on a budget, is hiring somebody on a budget. I can tell you that my naturopath, his initial consultation was about $110, and then he charges me $35 every half hour. And I only need about a half hour. So yeah, I've been freezing all day long. I've been trying to watch scopes all day. So no, I think that you're probably talking, it depends, Harlow. It depends on how detailed they are and how personal that they are. I think most coaches nowadays are charging by the hour, or they have a program. So they may have like a 6-week program that you can go through, and it's like, $200 to $300, or it's a 3-month program, and it's going to be like between $300 and $500, and you can go through that program. If you're looking for personal weekly visits, then you're probably between $75 and $100 a week for personal one-on-one, but I can tell you it is worth every single penny. It's usually an initial consultation fee, and then they charge you so much, like you get like a little package deal of things. So you get like, 6 consultations and 2 phone calls or something like that, or you do like a daily check-in, and they feed you information through the internet as well. So, and this is what I'm talking about. Every health coach approaches it differently. And I swear to you, every single one of them is different. So, and a lot of them, if they have programs, will help you work with your budget. They are trying to make a living as well. And so they will help you determine, a payment plan that works for you and is right for you. So it's just finding all of those things in the same, ball that works together. So yes, it would take you, absolutely. And it's not going to be personalized to you. You're absolutely right. I think your name is Missy. Is that right? Am I getting that right? But yes, it would take years and years to get that information together. And so having it done in 3 to 6 months really sets you up for success long term. And it takes about, okay, thank you. It takes about 4 to 6 weeks to develop a good habit. So, if you're thinking 3 to 6 months, then thank you so much. then you're going to propel yourself forward faster. You're going to be way ahead of the curve. In fact, you'll probably start contemplating at the end of it of, should I be a health coach? So it's one of the things that I did. I was like, man, I love what these people have done for me, and now I want to do it for people. And so it's kind of like this whole like ball that starts to roll. So okay, so keywords when you're searching online. So Harlow, I'm going to give you this tip right here. If you are looking for a health coach, if you are out there and you're like, okay, it's time, Leslie's right, it's time to get really? Yeah. A lot of people actually self-diagnose adrenal failure. I would, Sandy, you probably need to hire a coach, even if it's just for one session, and to try to understand a little bit more about or see a functional medicine doctor or a natural doctor, naturopathic doctor. So, but if you're looking to hire a coach, so let's call it an integrative coach. Integrative coaches are somebody who is going to walk you through the entire process. So you're going to define, here's the problem, and they're going to define, yes, that's your problem. And, and I want to help you with this. Or maybe you don't even know what the problem is, but you can tell them symptoms, and they will be able to get a meal plan ready for you and a plan of action ready for you. So if you're looking for those people, yes, I am going to on the Go2Kitchens VIP page. So there's a Go2Kitchens VIP page. On the Go2Kitchens VIP page, if you're a member of that, I'm actually going to throw down some links of personal health coaches that I know. So these are people that I know personally. I have either been through a program with them. I have sat alongside them in a teaching or a webinar or in a professional program of some kind, because I've been through several professional programs that allow me to teach this stuff back out to you. But on the Go2Kitchens VIP page, there will be a list in the file tab. There's a little file tab at the top. There will be a list this afternoon of health coaches that I know personally. So yes, I'm going to put those out there. If you don't know how to become a Go2Kitchens VIP, then I highly recommend that you go to my website, Go2Kitchens.com, Go2Kitchens.com. In the title of this scope, you will see at Go2Kitchens, or if you click the little Perry guy and click on my name, you will see a link to Go2Kitchens. You can go right from there. Go2Kitchens, you go to the VIP access, you sign up to become a VIP. It's just an email and a confirmation, super fast, just an email and a confirmation, and you confirm your email address. In that, if you do that, you will get a free ebook, How to Fall in Love with Your Kitchen and Yourself, that I have written, and you will get a link to that Facebook page. So, yes, I'll answer that question in just a second. Yes, so you don't know how to get to that page. So you should see it in your group, Sandy. If you signed up, you should have a link in your confirmation email, or your welcome email will have a link to that page, and it's in the newsletter. If you've given me your email address, it's in the newsletter all the time. So you can see it there for sure. Every other week when the newsletter comes out, there's a link to that Facebook page. So, and then you just need to go and ask to join. Hi, welcome in. So yeah, go check the email, go see if you can find it. If not, DM me and I will confirm your email address and get you a link over to you. So, but you do need to have that link. You do need to ask to join. I approve them really fast. Really fast. So, because I'm on Facebook all the time, it feels like. But I will download that file, and you can see a link to personal health coaches and what they do, and how to find them. So, and these people have websites, they have emails, they have phone numbers, they have people that you can actually contact and talk to. So yes, I will put that up there in the Go2Kitchens VIP page on Facebook. But first you need to go sign up to become a VIP to get that information. So I know I might see yours and go, no way, I'm not letting her in there. Yeah, you're welcome. You can just direct message me and I will, I'll send you that link over. So. Okay, so there you go. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it today. Does anybody have any? Oh, somebody asked about essential oils. So I use essential oils every single day. I can only speak from my own personal experience, which is Thank you so much, Missy. You're a sweetheart. But I can only speak from my own experience from essential oils. If you want to know more about essential oils and health, I would highly recommend that you follow Summers Wellness here on Periscope or Facebook. Summers Wellness. His name is Evan. Tell him that Go2Kitchens or Leslie sent you. He does constant giveaways. He is like hotter than fire right now on Periscope because he's giving away diffusers. He's giving away all kinds of stuff. So I highly recommend that you seek him out and find him and follow him. Summers Wellness, Evan at Summers Wellness. But essential oils, I use them every single day. I do think that they are a great way to propel your health. I do think that they do have some healing. Summers, the second one, SUMMER, Summers Wellness. Yes, and he scopes daily almost. So yes, in the evenings, almost daily. But I highly recommend that that you do some research. Not all essential oils are created equally. Thank you so much for putting that up there. Yep, Go2Kitchens.com is the website. Thank you. That's very nice of you. But I love essential oils. I do think that they are awesome. That's great, Sandy. Yeah, I do think that they are amazing. I think they're amazing for your health. I think it's a great way to propel your health. I think it's also a great way to heal from certain things. If I have a headache, I don't take an ibuprofen anymore. I use essential oils. I put a little lavender on my temples and a little peppermint on the back of my neck. And within 20, 30 minutes, headache is gone. So, and it works faster. So thank you. Thank you. There you go. 6:30 p.m. Eastern, Summers Wellness. Thank you. Thank you, Sandy, for putting that out there. So, but yeah, I mean, I think that they're great. I use a protective blend every single day by a company from called doTERRA. It's called an On Guard, and it's a protective blend, especially this time of year against cold and flus. Although my body's pretty fortified against those sort of things, I was directly exposed to the flu this weekend, and I didn't know it, and no flu, and I would have had it by now. I mean, most people, it would have just jumped right on them and they would have had it. And I don't take flu shots. So I use essential oils for protective things like that. Yeah, oils are amazing. And Missy, I would highly recommend, yeah, that's right. Yay for no flu. That's right. I highly recommend that you, talk to Evan at Summers Wellness. He is a royal bloodline in doTERRA. So I want some tomato soup now. You're funny. Yes. So yeah, but I do think essential oils are amazing. So can I answer any questions about health coaches or anything like that? And Evan, by the way, is a health coach. He is, that's what he does. He has a whole website, summerswellness.com. So yes. But anything else? You're just getting into oils? Yeah, oils are amazing. I love them. I've been doing them for about a year now. And they actually, my husband and I, in February, I'm going to do a lot of scopes on intimacy and on, like sex drive and hormones and stuff like that. I have some professionals lined up that I'm super excited about bringing to you guys. And so, am I happy with my client? Yes, absolutely. My current diet's amazing. I tweak it now and again. But yeah, my diet is amazing. My body is healthier than it's ever been its entire life. So yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just a perfect example was I was exposed to the flu. No kidding. It was a baby and I didn't even know he was sick. And he was crying a lot and I was like, can I help you? And I picked him up and his mother's like, oh my God, he has the flu. I hope you don't get the flu. And I was like, okay, great. And I mean, he was really, really sick. So, but yeah, so in February, we're going to be doing a lot of intimacy scopes and my husband and I are actually going to do a Periscope, a blab together. He's going to be on one. I'm going to be in the other seat. We're going to do a blab together talking about, and we'll probably have Evan there as well, but we're going to do a blab talking about essential oils and how they helped heal him from his anxiety and depression. So he was dealing quite a bit. He had some post-traumatic syndrome from my cancer diagnosis, and he has been dealing with anxiety and depression. And so it was about to rob us of our life as we knew it. And essential oils really pulled him out of that funk and helped him change that very quickly. And so yeah, I truly do believe essential oils are amazing. So yes, but they need to be used properly. You need to be educated. You can't just say, you know, I think I'm gonna try essential oils and just go buy a bunch of stuff. So yeah, you need to be educated about it. So can you do a recap on who you are and the cancer issue? Okay, yes. So my name is Leslie. I have a website, Go2Kitchens.com. I'm not a health coach, by the way. I am a sort of a healthy kitchen guru. That's what I focus on. I am a 3-year cancer survivor, breast cancer, stage 1B. Pretty nasty little thing. Yeah, anxiety. Yeah, it will. Sandy, we need to talk about that. Let me try to help you with that, or talk to Robin actually about it. He's had an amazing response and help from that. So, but yes, so my website focuses on eating healthy, but not in your face healthy. So it's not like, don't do this, don't do that. It's actually about moderation and living down the middle. It's actually not about moderation. It's just how I live. And so that's what the website comes off as, is living in moderation. And so, yeah, but there are a lot of healthy recipes over there. And all of Go2Kitchen started from my cancer journey. So my cancer journey propelled me into something, that I was passionate about, which was healthy eating, because I've not always been a healthy eater. I thought I was being healthy at one point in my life. I mean, I've weighed 200 pounds before. I've caused a lot of stress in my body with all the toxic foods that I was eating and the prepackaged junk that I was eating that I always was fooled into thinking was healthy. And so now I teach real whole foods and how to do it and how to do it easy. So thank you. Yes, you can. Yeah, you can meet Splat. Look at all the splats right back there. Do you see them, Sandy? There's little spatulas back there on my bookshelf I call splats. So yeah, no, I mean, I haven't even, you know, surviving cancer, conquering cancer is one thing, but I kind of kicked its butt. I don't ever plan on having cancer again. A lot of people will say, oh, you need to knock on some wood. I'm like, I don't need to knock on wood. My body is running like a fine-tuned machine. I am 45 years old and I am healthier now than I've ever been in my entire life. So I know there's lots of splats. They're gearing up for giveaways. Yeah. So thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much for those words of encouragement. So, thank you. Thank you. So usually my scopes are really silly and really super high energy and high powered, but this subject to me is so important. I really want people to grasp the idea that hiring somebody to help you will help you so much further your, you know, and again, it's not for selfish gain because I don't do this for a living, but will really help move you forward in your health journey. So yeah, I just wanted to come on and talk about that today. So, and normally this room is packed full of people, but I think I'm having connection issues. So, or maybe it's just the subject. People are like, she's selling me. She was a health coach and she's trying to sell me something. But anyway, whole dairy, if you are going to eat dairy at all, whole dairy. The reason I say that is because one, those dairy fats are actually really good for you. And I mean, you know, the fat that if you're eating dairy at all, most people are staying away from dairy nowadays. But okay, Harlow, let me start over. If you are eating dairy, first of all, you need to be eating quality dairy, because the 99-cent gallons of milk, good for you, Sandy. It's good. It's good to make a change. It's good to even feel like you're making a change. It's good to take those steps forward. So, but you need to eat high quality dairy. So from grass-fed sources are super important in my opinion. I would highly recommend if you're going to eat dairy, and I'm not saying don't, because I say nothing's off the table unless it's processed. If it comes out of a box or a package or any Ziploc or anything like that, it's off the table for me. But eating whole real foods like dairy that are prepackaged, they have to be because it's the law. Then you need to make sure that you are okay, good. But you need to make sure that you are getting quality dairy. So from grass-fed sources with as little processing as possible. So that's so funny. Dr. Christine and I are actually really good friends. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, I think so. I think it's super important as well. Dr. Christine and I are really good friends. We are actually traveling to Periscope Summit together in 2 weeks. So we're we're roomies. So yeah, she and I have done several interviews together as well. So Good. Yes. So, but I do say do whole. Do not do skim or 2%. It's just because they are. That's funny that you would put us together like that. But it's best if you do it because they're less processed. Would be my So, but also just being conscious of how much dairy you are eating. So dairy should not be one of those things that is in the forefront of your diet. What should be in the forefront of your diet is fruits and vegetables, and then everything behind that. So make sure that you're getting enough fruits and vegetables and balancing that out. So yes, and so a lot of people ask me, well, how do you eat? What is your diet, Leslie? My diet is 90-10. This is the only diet that I subscribe to, which is 90-10, and I try to stick in some I don't have a role at the conference. No, I don't, you know what? I'm a small player in this Periscope world. I don't turn on my location because I broadcast from my home. So I don't get like billions of followers like a lot of people do. And so I don't have a big enough following for them, which is fine. That's fine. But I am excited about going. Dr. Christine and I, if you're going to Periscope Summit, Dr. Christine and I are organizing at 3 p.m. on the 14th. Thank you, Harlow. At 3 p.m. on the 14th, Dr. Christine and I are organizing a get-together of wellness people for wellness practitioners or their fans or whoever, fitness people, all those kinds of things. And we're going to be having a thank you, Sandy. We're going to be having a get-together before the conference starts. So super excited about that. Thank you. That would be awesome. I actually applied to speak, but yeah, I did not. They did not get it. So yeah, Nerds Unite. That's right. It's true. It's gonna be like like all the healthy people. And it was funny because Dr. Christine was saying, are we, should we order like some appetizers or get drinks or whatever? And I'm like, how do you do that for health people? You can't do that. I wish you could be there too. It's gonna be so much fun. We will be broadcasting a lot. The 14th of January is going to be an epic day in Periscope. There's going to be a whole lot of broadcasting going on of a lot of your favorites, I'm sure. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So, yes, so I was saying about my diet, I eat 90-10, so 90% fruits and veg. 50% of that 90% is raw, so that's basically my diet. The other 10% of my diet consists of meats, dairies, grains, just anything else that falls into those categories, but nothing processed, only whole real foods. And if I'm forced to eat processed, then it is minimally processed. So Summers Wellness. Evan Summers is his name. So okay, so if you are new to me, then you do not know this, but at the end of all of I do this Periscope every weekday at noon Mountain Time. Sometimes we're in the kitchen, sometimes we're in the office, sometimes we're outside, sometimes we're out of town, sometimes we're everywhere, but I do this. I try to do it every weekday at noon Mountain Time. Thank you so much for putting that up there again. Yeah, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. And welcome. I'm glad to have you here. So, but at noon Mountain Time, I do this broadcast. But at the end of every broadcast, I do, on my noon broadcast, I do a inspirational moment. Thank you. There he is, at Summers Wellness. Yep, you can follow him right there. And today, I was reading last night, and I was I've been having a hard time being super true to myself because I have opportunities flying to me. No, raw is raw, not even cooked. So raw, 50% of those veggies and fruits are raw. Yeah, so just so you know, mostly my fruits are raw. And then probably to 30 to 40% of my veggies are raw. So yeah. But I've had a ton of opportunities flying at me very quickly lately. And I have had a challenge of keeping true to myself and keeping on topic and keeping to what I believe in and what I believe to be right. And it's not, I felt like people were challenging my authenticity, but really they weren't. They were trying to expand what I was already doing. And so I have to be very, very careful with that because I have a definite plan in mind. mind, and I know what I want Go2Kitchens to be. And I'm not closed-minded about that, but I have to pick and choose very carefully. So if you follow me on Facebook, you can follow me there at Leslie Nance, LESLIENANCE. You can follow me on Facebook. Every day, or most days, I do a post. Hold on just a second. I'm trying to go find it right now. I do a post that is basically my inspiration. So I like to do an inspirational post every single day, and the hashtag for those posts are always light, never darkness, because I always try, before everything, when I'm going to be in public and I try to do anything before you guys, or I even type a blog post, or I even make this post, I always ask that I'm always light into dark spaces and never darkness into light spaces, because the last thing I want to be is to walk into a light situation and try to put darkness into it. So I always try to be light into dark spaces and never darkness into light spaces. So my personal hashtag is always light, never darkness. And that's not for Go2Kitchens. That's just for me personally. So, and if you try to friend me on Facebook and I don't friend you back, please do not be offended. I just get lots of requests and I'm getting really close to my upper limits. And so, I don't look at those friend requests very often. So, but you can follow me at my, at my Facebook page. So here's my post from today, and I just like to read them out loud to you guys. And it says, to thine own self be true, which is from Hamlet, of course. What does that mean to you? To me, it means stop comparing myself to others when I have a clear vision of what is right for me. I'll admit it is hard. I want to fit in. I want to be successful. I want to be what other successful people have been. After all, it worked for them. Why doesn't it work for me? In the end, the only path to success is for me to follow the vision that I have been shown. I'll challenge you with the same this morning. I dare you. I dare you today to walk in your own path to success. It was a healthy reminder for me, and I wanted to pass it on to you. So, and then it's hashtag always light, never darkness. So like I said, I've had a lot of opportunities being thrown at me, and some I want to take, and some I don't want to take, and some I feel like I'm missing. Like I'm like, man, should I do that? I mean, should that be something that I should do? I mean, is that an opportunity that I should jump on? And it's so difficult. So as you start to succeed and you start to follow, and people start to see you as a leader, as, you know, somebody that they rely on for good information, other people want a piece of that. And it's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. It's just, thank you so much again. But it is just something that I have to be conscious with. So I need to be true to what I am and to who I am. And when I start deviating from that, I get really uncomfortable. I start feeling anxiety. I start feeling fear. I start feeling failure, even though there's no failure in sight. I start putting it up on myself. And so I just want to challenge you to be true. Thank you so much. Thank you. I want to be true to who and what I am. And so it's exciting and it's fun. And I have so many exciting opportunities coming up with Go2Kitchens. For those of you that have been following me for a while, we shot a marketing promo just a while back. And thank you. Thank you. And so it is, you do have a little group in the house, Missy. All your peeps are here, I think. But it is, we are shooting another one next week, and I am super excited. It is going to major networks, and I am super, super excited. And yes, it is for a chance to have possibly my own show, and I am super excited about it. And so it's an amazing opportunity, but it had to be right for me. It had to be what I am. It couldn't be anything else, because if it was anything else, it's okay, good. Thank you. I am a foodie, that's for sure. So yes, so I had to adjust my notions this morning. I had been watching people, I had been watching other professionals and thinking, oh, that really worked for them. I'm going to try that. And it just wasn't me. It's just not what was. Thank you so much. Janie, oh my gosh, Janie, I'm so happy to see you. I haven't seen you in days. I'm so happy to see you. If you've been here, I'm sorry, but this is the first time I'm really seeing you. but you are late, really late, like super late. It's okay. But yes, so I just wanted to be super true to myself, and it's all working out exactly the way it's supposed to. And there's nothing I can do. To change that. So, been hypoglycemic since she was 12. What are your thoughts on that? So, my thoughts on that are that you are needing to probably seek out more whole proteins. So I was challenged with, thank you so much. Thank you. I was challenged with hypoglycemia at a young age as well. I have had it most of my life. I can tell you when I started delving into eating the proper amounts of protein in a day. So like for me, for my size, it is 3 portions that are the size of my fist a day, making sure that I'm getting enough protein in my day. That all went away very quickly. The other thing that can trigger that hypoglycemia is being dehydrated. So I don't know how much hydration that you're getting, but your blood sugar sinking is definitely either from, well, not definitely, but can be from dehydration or not getting enough protein in your diet. So yes, that would be that's how I healed myself. Let's just point that out. So how do I feel when I'm low? I feel like I'm going to pass out. My eyes go blurry. I get, and it's instantaneous. I haven't had it in ages. It has not happened literally. It has not happened literally in probably 3 years since I changed my diet. But I'm an avid runner. I love to run. And so, which has been challenging anyway, that doesn't matter. But anyway, yes, I feel a little nauseous, like I don't want to eat and I need to eat. So yeah, so just making sure that, and a lot of people are suffering from this right now too, because they're ripping all the sugar out of their diet. They're taking, some people are going to the extreme of not even eating fruits because it's too much sugar in their diet. And I disagree with that actually. And so, so I always recommend that they, yeah, you are. Yeah, you have the diabetic issue. Yeah. So, but I just recommend that people do get some amounts of sugar. I limit mine. I do not have more than 2 tablespoons of refined sugar a day, but I do eat plenty of fruit. So high metabolism. Yeah. And so you're probably a lot of people are just depriving themselves of not enough protein. And so if you're running, if you're running on, it is, do not fear the fruit. That's right. Yeah. Do not fear the fruit. Yeah. So that would happen to me. I would not throw up, but I would feel nauseous and weird. And my eyes would just kind of go cross, and I'm not kidding. And I can't even cross my eyes. Watch. I can't even do it like for real. Like I can't even make my eyes really cross, like this one won't cross, but my eyes would just feel like that they went cross, and like everything started getting dark, like I was going to faint very quick, very quick. So, I'm not familiar with that. I would just have it checked out. So if you're having an issue and you're not sure what it is my advice. This is just my personal advice. This is what I would do if it were me. I would go to a medical doctor. Yes, I would go to a medical doctor and get a diagnosis. Thank you so much for putting that up there. Yeah, in the morning, it's because your blood sugar obviously is too low. So, but you also might be having the effects of dehydration. So I recommend everybody on the planet should be drinking 8 to 16 ounces of water upon waking. A glass of water by your bed or by your sink or wherever the first place that you land in the morning, you should have 8 to 16 ounces of water every single morning when you wake. It will change your life. I promise you, it will change your life. I've done little small changes like that with people, and they're like, oh my gosh, this has changed everything. I'm so much more awake. So, and it does work, right, Jeannie? It makes a huge difference. It makes a huge difference. It's a simple change. 8 to 16 ounces of room temperature water, just plain water, nothing in it, every single morning. I promise you, you will feel better. So, yes. I know. I don't either. I feel like a crazy person if I can't have water like first thing in the morning. So, yeah, absolutely. But I would check your hydration levels. Yeah, banana water helps out. Yeah, I would check your hydration levels. You might be running low on potassium. Maybe that's why the banana is helping. But my first course would be to go to a medical doctor, get a diagnosis, and then seek a holistic doctor to solve the problem. Our functional medicine doctor. Just saying. Yeah, I know it is. It makes a huge, huge difference. So yeah, lemon juice, lemon and water is actually is becoming like super hot. Like, remember in the 80s? Okay, does anybody in the you guys probably aren't from the 80s, but I'm an 80s child. I'm 45, so I'm an 80s child. So I actually used to have lemon in my Diet Coke. Does anybody remember that? You're welcome. I probably didn't help much, but it may be some ideas, some clues to try to search out. So I used to have lemon in my Diet Coke. It was like this, it was like the cool thing to do. And I can't believe I drank so much Diet Coke. And so, you are too? Okay. So I used to have lemon in my Diet Coke, and I thought it was so cute because I had lemon in my Diet Coke, and then it switched to water. And then I couldn't drink water unless it had lemon in it. And so, but now I'm back down to plain water. The only thing I want you to be careful with is drinking a lot of lemon water is the enamel on your teeth. So lemon is corrosive to your teeth. So once you have drank your lemon water, please make sure that you're flushing it. I do too. Love 80s music. Big 80s music fan. But be sure that you're drinking plain water after it to, that's right, to bleach it. That's so funny. Oh, it's so funny. I remember Tab. You can still find Tab in Europe. It's funny to see it there. But I would highly recommend that you drink plain water after you've drank lemon water to flush your mouth and get so the acid just doesn't sit in your teeth, because it can start to erode the enamel if you're eating too much of it or having too much of it. So and it's okay to do because it does create an amazing detox effect in the body. But it is something that also will can harm your teeth. So just be super careful about that. And your enamel, you can't get it back. Once it's gone, it's gone. It's gone. So just making sure that you're drinking a lot of clear liquid. So if you're having lemon water, make sure you have a glass of regular water as well. Yes, acidic fruits, all of those things. Anytime I have acidic fruits, I always have water after just to clean my mouth out. And that will do the trick. You don't need to go brush your teeth or anything like that. You can just have some water and it'll be fine. So yes. And the other thing that actually helps with that too, that helps makes your teeth stronger, is to do some oil pulling. So oil pulling at least 3 to 4 times a week, every day if you can get it in. It's kind of hard because it's a process, but oil pulling will actually help protect your teeth as well from acid and erosion. So yeah. And I mean, this is coming from somebody who has far from perfect teeth, but yeah, and my teeth have been yellow my entire life. They've been stained because of my diet, and I drank too much tea and stuff. Coconut. I use coconut oil. I do not recommend anything else. Yeah, coconut oil is the only thing that I recommend. And I do not recommend that it's fractionated, which means that it's already liquid. I recommend that it is actually a solid coconut oil for oil pulling. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, no, I do. It's funny because my dad said to me this weekend that the best day in a person's life is the day that they're born. This is Mark Twain. The day that they're born and the day that they find out why they were born. So in other words, it almost makes me cry every time I say it. But in other words, knowing your purpose, finding your purpose in life and in this planet is huge. And I always knew it was out there somewhere. I just didn't think it would take me this long to get to it. But it actually took cancer. It actually took cancer to shake it out of me. Lactose intolerance typically starts in the gut. It's a gut issue. So maybe you're having some gut health issues, digestive issues. That's typically, no, olive oil is nasty. Don't use olive oil. You can, but it's gross. Harlow, you'll gag. It's nasty. Coconut oil for beginners for sure. So yeah. Olive oil, sesame seed oil, all those kinds of things are weird. But lactose intolerance is typically a digestion issue and not necessarily an intolerance to lactose. So I would start looking at underlying reasons for that. So yeah. You have that. I need to look it up. I don't know what that means, but you mean lactose? Awesome. Perfect. Oh, olive oil, you know, there's a lot of, it does. I actually like the taste of coconut oil. So, there's a lot of hoopla surrounding not cooking with olive oil. It does release a toxin. I have to tell you, it's actually, not really toxin in the human body, but it does release a toxin. It's actually when you inhale it, is when it's a problem. So don't But most of us are cooking in coconut oil. We're using a tablespoon or two. I would not deep fry in coconut oil. I would not pan fry if you're using like a bunch of it, like an inch of it, or, you know, I would not use that. But yeah, thank you so much for being here, Missy. Thank you so much. I can't wait for you to be on more scopes. Thank you. But yeah, so I would not, oil pulling. Yeah, oil pulling is amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's really, really super good for your teeth. It's a good detox for your mouth. I mean, it's a good detox for a lot of things. So yeah. But yes, I can't remember what I was saying. One step at a time. Yes. There are so many things out there, Harlow, that you can incorporate into a healthy lifestyle. It's taking me 3 years. It's taking me 3 years and I still have changes that I want to make. I just kicked a sweet tea habit. Like, how long ago has it been? Like 5 months? I just kicked a sweet tea habit 5 months ago. I mean, that should tell you something. And I've been at this for 3 years. So it's a process. Your health is a process. It is not an event. It's taken you a long time to develop bad habits. It's going to take you a while to get rid of them. So yeah, I mean, you were unconsciously developing bad habits. If you consciously work on them, they'll go away faster. So yes, one step at a time. It's a process. It is not an event. I highly recommend that you tape that onto your refrigerator. This is a process. This is not an event. Don't beat yourself up when you think you've done something bad. Oh, I've done something bad. Oh my gosh. I still do bad things. To this day, I still do bad things. And I'm like, I shouldn't have done that, but I did. And I just try not to judge myself, and I just try not to make the same mistake twice. So yeah, it is being practical about your health. It is, I think most herbal teas are fine. I know, bad girl. I think most herbal teas are fine. I would just be careful of the teas are absolutely fine. Be careful with the caffeine and what time. Caffeine is not the devil, but be careful with what time of day that you are consuming it, so that you're not, if you're having trouble sleeping, it may be because you're drinking caffeine too close to the evening. Most herbal teas are decaffeinated, so you don't need to worry about that. But really with herbal teas with me, it's what are people putting in them. So if you're putting a load of sugar in there to make it, or honey to make it taste better, then that's when you need to be careful. But teas are awesome. Teas are awesome for the body. I recommend a lot of them to people that have different types of disorders, from anything from, I have a woman that I have been coaching for a while, and it's free. I don't charge her any money to coach her. I just coach her for absolutely free. But we have developed a routine for her. She's very routine oriented, so she likes to have routines in her life. And so I have developed a routine for her around making tea before bed, and it signals her brain that it's an herbal tea, that it's time for bed. And so she has this routine that she goes through, and as she's preparing her tea, her mind is beginning to say, oh, I'm slowing down. Now I'm slowing down. Now it's time for me to go to bed. And because that's her routine, and it's not the tea that's causing it, by the way. It is her routine that's causing her brain to start to shut down, to start to, go to bed. So yes. Yes. I missed a couple questions there. I'm sorry. You guys can type them back in if you like. I've been here for a long time today. I thought this was going to be a short scope. It's not a short scope. That's totally fine. Totally good with it. You guys are rolling out. I'm here with you. So I'll be here as long as you are. So if you want to type back in those questions, I saw them and read them, but they did not stick into my little pea brain. I apologize. So stupid connection. Yeah, I'm sorry. What teas, you know what, if you really, really, really want to do a tea for that, of course, chamomile is going to be one of the best for that. Green teas, will also, but it's actually not the tea. It is actually the warm effect in the body that is calming you. So as long as it doesn't have caffeine in it, drink what you want. But because caffeine will amp you up, it's what it does in the body. But I would recommend that you just, it's actually the warm liquid in the body that keeps you calm. So drink what you like there. I think it will help you. Yes, there's always replay. Always replay. So absolutely. Yeah. But it's not a do or die, drink this tea. Chamomile will help calm you down. Green teas are going to help calm the brain a little bit. The other thing that I would, I've got a wine replacement for you. Hold on just a second. Hang in there with me, John. I'll be right with you. But I would recommend essential oils too. Looking and thinking about essential oils, those are super calming. So lavender, even sometimes peppermint can help people because it helps you breathe. And if you can breathe better, typically you can calm your mind a little bit. Thank you so much for following me. But it can calm your mind a little bit. And I think that is some oils that can help with that. So even like peppermint tea, you can smell it, it helps you breathe, and it helps get oxygen in the brain, and that will help calm the mind as well. If you're having trouble spinning out, one of the best techniques that we have found that we've used with Robin, because my husband suffered from anxiety and depression for a couple of years, I highly recommend that you take in a big breath through your mouth, hold it in your lungs, or through your nose, it doesn't matter. Hold it in your lungs for just a few seconds, 10 seconds maybe, and let the oxygen flow to the brain, and do that several times. Don't hyperventilate. Let the oxygen flow to the brain, and that will help relax the mind, tremendously. So I can't. I've had people ask me to do that in the past, and I was like, I can't do that. There's no way. My life is too crazy. It's too crazy. So, and you guys would get bored with the way I eat. You'd be surprised at how plain that I eat. I eat very, very, very simple foods. Very simple foods. I'm a foodie, and I love all kinds of foods, but I eat very simply on a regular basis. So lots of water. Okay, so wine replacement. That brings me back to that. Wine replacement. I have something for you. The best wine replacement on the planet. The best wine replacement, wine, beer, anything like that, is kombucha. If you don't know what kombucha is a fermented tea. Yes. And here's the trick. Okay, here's the trick, John. Here's the trick. The trick is that if you get yourself some kombucha and you like wine, put it in your wine glass. It has the emotions of wine. It actually has like this much alcohol. What's my favorite food? So, but it has like this much alcohol in it, just a little tiny bit. But kombucha is amazing, and it's so great for your digestive tract because it has live probiotics in it. And so I highly, highly recommend. And now if you're a wine drinker in the evening, if you're drinking to relax, if you're drinking wine to relax, don't drink kombucha, because kombucha will actually fire your mind. It helps fire brain stimulation. And I like to drink it during the day when I'm working, and my brain's just like bam, bam, bam. I mean, it really, really helps with that. But it can hinder your sleep. So just being a little bit careful with that. Oh, you're in AA. Okay, so kombucha does have a little bit of alcohol in it, so you want to be super careful with that. So another wine replacement, man, that's a tough one beyond that. Oh boy. Have you tried hot liquids? Yeah, it is a huge issue. Have you tried hot liquids to replace that? So again, typically wine and those sorts of things are developed around a routine. Like you come home from work, you open a bottle of wine, or you sit down to dinner and you have a bottle of wine. Have you tried substituting hot liquids instead? So hot teas or coffee or anything like that, to try to satisfy that idea of that routine of getting into another type of routine. So creating a better habit. I've changed a lot of people that. So awesome. Good for you, John. Congratulations. Congratulations. That's amazing. That's amazing. Yay, John. That makes me very happy. What you don't know is I preach. No, I don't preach, but stress today. Yeah, I understand. It is, I would like for you to try getting into a routine of some sort of hot liquid. So whether it is of a coffee or even hot tea, I actually recommend hot tea over coffee, and seeing if that will help, get you into a different habit. So yes, that's amazing. Stick with it, John. You're going to be fine. Stress is that stress does not have any hold on you whatsoever. You control that stress. It does not control you. Just keep that in mind. You control that stress. It does not control you. You are the winner. You can overcome that. So yeah, congratulations, by the way. That's amazing. Yeah. So yes, was there another question that I missed? I think Harlow, you asked a question maybe. I'm sorry if I missed it. Okay, I'm going to scat out here pretty quick because I am starving, so hungry, and I have to go get my dog, and I have to go get my, my husband's cell phone that he dropped and broke, and I have to do some errands, and I have to eat. I'm starving my head off. My head is hungry. My body's hungry. Yes, yeah, you're welcome so much. And you guys have an amazing afternoon. Apple cider, yeah, that's very good, Harlow. That's a good way to think outside the box. I like apple cider with a little bit of ginger in it. I think you would find that very pleasing, very, very pleasing, John. So you might check that out. So, yep. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you so much for putting, I don't know your name. Is it Van? Tell me your name there. Yeah, go eat, right? I know, I gotta go eat. But yeah, thank you so much for putting my website up so many times on my Facebook page. I appreciate that tremendously, tremendously. So, all right, you guys, have an amazing afternoon. Yeah, go get some food. I'm gonna right now. Have an amazing afternoon. I will be here tomorrow, noon Mountain Time. And yes, I know it's New Year's Eve. And yes, I will be here. Yes, I will be here. And I will, tomorrow, I'm actually going to demo and open the box of my new veggie spiralizer. So, so I have it, Harlow, I think you have that on standard and you tap it every once in a while. But I have a veggie spiralizer that I got for Christmas and I'm so excited about it. And so we're going to unbox it tomorrow with you guys live, and we are going to demo spiralizing some veggies, and we're going to talk about how to use them. So you guys check it out tomorrow. I'm super excited about it. I hope today was some help for you. Please, if you're looking for a health coach, join me at Go2Kitchens.com. Click the VIP access. You'll go through a couple of confirmations, and then you'll get a link to a Facebook page that is free, absolutely free, and it is just for Go2Kitchens VIP. And later today, I will have that list of health coaches that I know personally that you should contemplate working with. So yes, if you're looking for a health coach. Thank you, Harlow. You guys have an amazing afternoon. I love you. And remember, I only want you to be happy and healthy. So, oh, that's awesome, Linda. Oh my gosh, this is one of the things I can't wait to try. I'm so excited. I'm going to be like spiralizing everything. Like all my recipes, like if it works out right, all my recipes the next couple of weeks are going to be like spiralize. So so funny. I'm a huge spaghetti squash fan. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. So yes, yes, we will always have that. It's so funny. Yes, thank you so much. All right, you guys, have a good afternoon. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel, noon Mountain Time, lunch with Leslie. All right, see you then. Bye.